Hello everybody and welcome back to part number 8 now of my Motorsport Manager career with my custom team. And again, we're going to start the episode quite quickly. Finished off designing and building some suspension parts for the car, because again we really lucked out last time. We built a new suspension that was pretty much a hell of a lot better than anything we've currently got available to the cars, and I'm pretty much gonna be developing another one, although again I seem to have very crummy options available to me, where most of them are adding so many negative traits to the car with the red zone aspect of the parts, that it's making it really difficult for me to find really awesome part combinations. You know, there's definitely, you know, positive and negatives to the parts that I'm building, and I wonder if that's got something to do with the flaming red balance mod, whether that's a tweak, because I don't recall the last time I played this game having so many problems designing and developing parts which have so much either, you know, negative reliability, or, you know, red zone increases and stuff, or, you know, the sheer number of components I've got available to me that have risk levels attached to them. So I need to keep my eye on that. Maybe I've just been really unlucky at the start of this season with what's available to me, and hopefully next season, on next season's car, when we roll the whole new development cycle out, we'll have some better options available to us, which okay, you're a crap driver. So I'm just checking my scouting. Obviously I've still got my chief scout on the lookout for a awesome driver, because again, Gomez is a bit of an issue at the moment. He's got seriously bad morale, and I don't quite understand why. He's just at 0, and his performance in every race has been greatly affected by that. So I may need to look at maybe replacing him as a main driver. But the thing is, I kind of like to keep Gomez because he's young and he's got really good feedback rating, which helps when, obviously, you know, you're practicing the car and trying to get the car set up right. So I'd probably look at keeping him then maybe as my reserve driver, letting Faith Anthony go from the team. But I certainly need to probably think now about scouting and including another good young driver. Someone, you know, maybe teenage, you know, a Max Verstappen type character. That would be quite handy to have in the team. Somebody for the long term. I'm not interested in, obviously, immediate success, because obviously this is going to be a very slow build, this career. It's going to take us a couple of seasons to start making any sort of progress and headway in the championships. So again, any drivers I'm signing, I'm looking down the road at success. I'm not looking for championships this season. I'm hoping they're going to develop, get better and improve, so when eventually I reach the level where my car is competitive, they're going to be awesome drivers. You know, they're going to be real talents, and they're going to help me be able to claim success and then maintain success, if that makes sense. So yeah, we've got good parts, we've got great brakes available to us, so the car's improving slowly as we head towards now the halfway point in the season, the 5th race of the season. Again, need to build a gearbox, but again, look at the amount of red zone on that. Nearly half your gearbox is potential high risk failure. That's bad. So again, all these parts, when they come off the production line, they're going to have to go through the mechanics for, you know, reliability improvements ASAP, because there's just no way I could take a risk fitting them on the car. Unlimited pit stop crews. Oh, I've just messed up. Because I've used my 2 voting strength to vote for it. I wanted to save that. I wanted to save my voting power. Been voted in. Unlimited pit stop crews next season then. You're not going to have to stack. You won't have to stack cars at pit stops. But of course, it incurs extra costs now to the teams heading into every race, an extra 20 grand on top of the 300 grand we're going to get extra charge next season for them super wide tyres that they voted in. And then of course they turned down my proposal of having a ERS system, so I'm quite disappointed by that. I spent £1 million and didn't get out for it. Let's have a look. What buildings have we got? Our HQ's coming along nicely. Scouting again. We've done scouting, so let's just move forward. Keep moving forward. Running the race events. Harry Chapman. Lewis Hamilton's done well. Won the race. Come on, let's get on that to our own race now. The 5th race of the season. Let's get to Germany. And there's... oh no, we've got a problem on the car. We've got a dilemma, actually. We've got a problem with the ECU, and it's going to cost us £1.5 million to put it right. Goodbye money. Goodbye money, my old friend. And we're off to Ardennes. We're predicted to finish around 10th, which would be seen as a solid result for the team, says Kurt, our chairman. Yeah, I suppose if I could finish 10th, I'd be happy with that. Unfortunately, it won't be inside my sponsor's objective unless I go for the 16, the lower objective. Should I give Gomez the good brakes as opposed to the average brakes? They are better performance. Should I give her the risky engine? The suspension, I can't risk any of my new suspension parts. 9th or above, 16th or above. We're only predicted to finish 10th though, so it is going to take a bit of an achievement to hit that sponsor's target at 450,000, but you never know, we could do it. I forgot to look at the forecast for this race. Is it going to rain? Is there going to be weather at this race? Because that could play a big factor for us as well. If there's any wet weather, we could benefit from it, I'm thinking. And that would definitely get us up the field, because we can run a little bit longer on the slick tyres before having to transfer to the intermediates or the wets. Same the other way. We can switch earlier to the slick tyres when the track starts to dry out. And also, we're pretty easy going on tyres. So if the race is wet, we can run longer on intermediates and wets than the opposition, which means we could do slightly longer stints. So again, we can maybe gain some positions in pit stops. This track's going to be a bit oversteery, and it's fast, so they're going to need a very high top speed-ish. There's a few twisty cornery bits on the right there, so maybe don't get too speed focused. I am going to go for soft tyres though, again for the fact that I want to try and make less pit stops than the opposition by going long on the softs. Hopefully as well, if I run the, and again if I can get the performance boost, get the the soft tyre trim level up, that hopefully might offset some of the performance loss from running. Wow, I've got to have her gearbox cranked right up. Shows how bad her car is. And she's got to run at pretty much longest gear ratios to actually even reach that zone. Wow. Again, that goes to show why I need to get parts development really on the pace. Make sure my factories are churning something out all the time. Yeah. Send her out. 4 lap stint. Same with him. We want to get the knowledge up. We've got to get the knowledge up as quick as we can. Again, just put them on push and high and let them just tootle around the track. Again, we're going to speed this up because practice isn't all that important now. You don't get points for your times in practice. It's mainly about just getting the setup dialed in and getting your race trim and tyre trim levels up. If they ever did start handing out points for practice, I would maybe start to concentrate a bit more on it. But at this rate, I'm starting to burn through the races a bit. You know, we've done a race in the last 2 videos and there's going to be another race now in this one. So yeah, hopefully for you people out there watching the videos, it's a bit more entertaining when there's a race in the video and not just me looking at all the different info screens. So we did well. We finished reasonably well, didn't we? 13th and 15th. Running on the soft tyre. I'll take that. No one's talking about... Oh, no. A couple of people are talking about me. Again, they're so quick to... you know, to change their opinion. You know, we have a good result in the last race and everybody's talking about us being contenders. We have a slightly naff practice session and everyone's like bagging on us, and it's like, come off it. You know. And I have spotted my mistake. I forgot to change the tyres. I should have started them on the soft because they've got the race trim and therefore they can run longer in the race. Oh dear, I've messed that up. They're going to be they're going to start on super softs. Like Lara got a slightly better start that time. Nice. Because her start in the last race wasn't brilliant. She lost a ton of places in the first few corners, but she seems to be okay today at the moment. And I realise as well I'm making a few mistakes now with my in-race strategy. Oh no, I've actually got it right this time. I've actually got it right the correct way around. I'm going to burn the fuel because otherwise the fuel is going to last a lot longer than the tyres. So it's better to save the tyres and burn the fuel. So hopefully the tyres and fuel run out at around about the same point. Normally, I'm saving fuel and I burn through the tyres and I've still got a load of fuel on the tank, so I've been quite slow in my stint because I've basically haven't used up the fuel. Oh no, he's got a problem. He's crashed. He's crashed. He's crashed. He's hit someone. That's bad because he's broke his front wing in a collision with another car. Gomez, why are you doing this to me? You really are testing me now, son. The car behind him, is that Chew again? Chew's got a flat tyre from the crash, so... Oh, is he going to have a drive-through as well on the next lap? Potentially. if he caused it. Oh, and I do apologise if you suddenly just heard that noise in the background. Apparently one of my neighbours is now going to attempt to cut their grass. So if you can hear a lawnmower throughout the rest of this video, I apologise immensely. There's nothing I can do about that. It's far too hot here in the UK at the minute for me to shut my windows in my office room, because it's just boiling. It's like 30 degrees in the shade where I live at the minute. It's unbearable. And Lara's in pole, in first place. Well done, Lara. Conserving her tyres, burning the fuel. Try and keep her ahead. Again, it amazes me that a car with a mechanical problem, like the car following me, is able to run so many laps with that problem. Because in my race, as soon as my parts got a problem, I was retired. You know, the car blew up and fell to bits, yet they're able to run for many, many laps and have no performance issues, no drop-off. And I think the computer cheats. I think the opposition is cheating. I really do. If they've got red part failures on the car and they've got that icon, they should be in the pits getting repairs. I'm sorry, they shouldn't be burning around setting personal best sectors and fastest laps. Doesn't make any sense to me how they can do that. Like I say, they cheat. I'm sure they cheat. Right, Gomez hasn't got a lot of... I'm going to get him to burn through the fuel and burn through the tyres. I'll tell you what did I predict in this race? I went for the 9th place sponsor objective. It's going to be a push, I think, to hit that. It is going to be very hard to achieve that, I think, on this circuit. Although I am back up to 2nd place now, thanks to that round of pit stops where everybody seemed to come in at the exact same time. But Gomez hasn't made up any places in that. He was, well, I suppose, because of his accident and that, and having to pit so early for the new parts, he would have been quite a long way down behind the rest of the field. Oh, and I've got to fix another part on his car. Stick him back on super softs and see if he can get a bit of pace over. Well, the trouble is everybody else is running the same tyres. They haven't switched to softs, have they? They've gone back out on supers. That's strange, because normally, again, you would see the opposition drivers on their first pit stop move to the opposite compound, and they haven't done here. They've come in and put on another set of super softs. So I'm not going to get that sort of undercut type thing on them where I could go alternate strategy and make up. In actual fact, Lara's on the wrong strategy because she's running the soft, and Gomez is, well, he's pretty much stalemate because he's running the same as everyone else around him, so he's not going to gain any positions. The only way he could have done that would have been me putting him on the softs and having him do a long stint again. It's hard to get your strategies right in this because, like you say, the opposition doesn't follow a standard script. It's not scripted. You can't game the system in any way. She's run out of fuel pretty much. There's 9 laps remaining after the pit stop. Oh, I can't put enough fuel in the car to get to the end of the race. She will have to stop again. She's going to have to free stop. I was maybe a tad aggressive on the fuel on that run. And she's had another mistake with the refueling in the pit stop. That's 2 races in a row now. Her pit crew has messed up on the refueling. Perhaps I would have been better off using my £1,000,000 vote thing to have voted for, proposed a no refueling option. And that would have saved her the problem then of having to refuel and her pit crew messing it up every time. Oh no, Gomez is going to have to come in because his engine. Again, I can't take a risk. I can't take the risk. When he comes in for his fuel, I'm going to put him. I'm going to have to fix the engine. Lara's in 6th place. Can she go to the end of the race? It's going to be tight. It's going to be incredibly tight. I don't think she can. Gomez, I'm going to have to pit. Oh, and again. I'm messing up. I've put the wrong tyres on him again. I should have sent him out on the super softs. Is it raining? It's raining. No, you're not coming in for intermediates then. No, stay out. Please, stay out. If the track gets wet quick enough, we could probably pull this one out the bag. If the other teams pit. Good stop for Gomez. Again, I've put far too much fuel in him for how many laps are left. Oh no, Lara's engine is going to let me down. Oh, I've got to pit her as well. She was going to have to come in anyway for fuel because she hasn't got enough to get last to the end of the race, but she's in 2nd place. Did Gomez just have a spin? He did, didn't he? Gomez, you freaking half-wit. Oh, now his brakes are falling apart too. Oh my god. You're not coming in again. Not with 2 laps. Four laps of 5 laps of fuel. Maybe that's too many laps. Fix your engine, Lara. This could be bad. Depending on how slow this pit stop is, she might fall out the sponsor's window. Here we go. We have done. We're going to fail to meet the sponsor's objective. Reliability again is the thing. Reliability is costing me points. It's stopped me in the first race when Faith Anthony crashed. It stopped me in Lara's first race when a car blew up on her. I need to just get the reliability of the individual parts up as quickly as I can. I might have to stop working on performance and just putting all resources on improving reliability. that's bad, because failing to hit your objective means I ain't going to make any money from this race. In fact, I'm going to make a big loss financially on this race. It's the first time this season I'm going to be in the red for the race. Maybe picking 9th or above as a target was being a bit ambitious, especially when I was only predicted to finish 10th. Maybe I should have played it a little bit safer and gone for 16th and above. We're still in 9th place though, but it's a bit tight there. It's a bit tight on last place. Guess it could have been worse. Well, I don't know. Well, yeah, it could have been worse actually. My cars could have not finished the race, and then I would have got hardly any points. The fact is though, I got less points than I should have got because of those final lap reliability issues again. And there's nothing I can do to change that. I've only got so many resources available to work on the parts between races, my mechanics and their teams, and until I upgrade obviously the factory to its highest level, I'm not going to have maximum hands available to work on the parts. But I can't afford and justify upgrading the factory again at this point in the first season, because it's like 15 million quid, and I won't see the benefit of it this season because it'll take far too long. So Gomez, yeah, he's such a miserable sod at the minute. I don't understand why Gomez is stuck in like this depression rut that he's in. I don't know whether the game's broken and bugged out on me or what. See, look, I'm gonna tell him, I'm gonna praise him here, and he's not gained anything morale-wise. And again, I'm gonna blame that other driver, and again, Gomez doesn't gain any morale. So something's going on there with Gomez. Something's affecting him. Must be. Because I've never seen a driver have zero morale, ever. The whole time I've played this game, I've seen their morale get quite lowish, but never to the point where it's at zero, and certainly never to the point where it just stays there. I'm going to make another engine then. I could use that engine straight away. That's not too bad, I suppose. And then on the next level I'll be able to make 2 engines, so that's when I should probably start thinking of making my engines for next season and using the risky parts, and then gives me plenty of time towards the end of the season to work on their performance and reliability, so that when they carry over, they start next season pretty good out the gate. Suspension is going to be 3 days before the race, but the problem is, again, I'm going to want reliability. I can't make it exactly even. That's a bit of a shame. maybe now some of those parts, now they're at like 86% or whatever reliable, I might stop developing them further and start doing some of the other ones a bit quicker. Politics vote. They want to scrap the physical real safety car and move to a virtual only safety car system. John's daughter. Decent driver, decent stats. Okay, voting power. Yeah, definitely make sure I'm only using one this time. And again, to be honest, I'm not really that fussed about safety cars, so I'm not going to vote. Again, I'm going to abstain. I think most teams are going to reject this. I can't see many teams voting for a virtual safety car over a real one. Yeah, it's been rejected. I expected it would be. So yeah, that's not going to be implemented next season. So we still get the real safety car McCoy. And there we go. Well, that brings us to the end of this episode. I hope you've all been entertained again. Again, thank you for watching. Please hit that like button. Remember to leave your comments and feedback in the section below. And be sure to subscribe to my channel to see more of my content. You've been a great audience. Goodbye for now.